It's time. I'm going to try it again. But really, this is the Week 11 Power Ranking. Hello, everybody. I am retiring my bets for the season, just to let you know. It has been the worst season so far in my history. I have been 113 and 48 overall, which is pretty damn good, just winners straight up. But against the spread, it has been a putrid 44 and 55. So the dead don't die. Well, my picks died. All right, we're going to talk about the Week 11 resume ranking, though. And I'm going to give you remaining opportunities for a resume builder for each team. Now, I'm going to give you a lot of rankings here. Like I said, the resume ranking. This is my power ranking. So it's much different than the resume ranking. That is who deserves to be ranked where. My power ranking is who I think the best team is. And a lot of comparisons here in this video between the AP and now the college football playoff poll is out. And then there is the resume ranking and my power ranking. And I'll tell you how close they are here as we move forward. We all agreed that Oregon is number one in the AP, in the college football playoff poll, in my poll, and in the resume ranking. They are 9-0. They have remaining opportunities to either build a resume or lose a game. Those three opportunities for them are Maryland at Wisconsin and Washington at home. So are they going to lose one of those games? I don't think so. I think they probably remain the number one team going into the college football playoff. Weird things happen in Madison, but and they are. Washington is familiar with Oregon, but I think Oregon, there's no chance that they lose any of those games. They're going to be the number one overall team. Ohio State is my number 2 team. In the AP, they were number 3. In the college football playoff, they're number 2. In the resume ranking, they were number 4. They have opportunities to lose as well. Not many resume builders here at the end. Purdue at home, at Northwestern, Indiana at home, and then Michigan at home. So things could happen there, but they are my number 2 in the power ranking. Number 3 is Georgia. They are number 2 in the AP. They are number 3 in the college football playoff ranking. They're number 9, though, in the resume ranking. They got to get some of these wins, and it's going to be it's going to be a tough ending for Georgia at Miss. And then they have Tennessee at home. They have Massachusetts. That's a win. And then Georgia Tech, that's a win to end their season. But couple games here they got to get through that are resume builders, so they can move up in the resume ranking. Everyone else has them way up. But number 4 is Texas, in my opinion. They are number 5 in the AP, number 5 in the college football playoff ranking, and number 5 in the resume ranking. So I was wrong here. I have them one spot too high because the other 3 polls had them one spot ahead. Texas is 7-1. Their remaining opportunities here are Florida at home, at Arkansas, Kentucky at home, and then at Texas A&M. I think is the game that everyone is waiting on for Texas moving forward. We'll see. Number 5 is Miami in my power ranking. They're 9-0. They're number 4 and number 4 in the AP and the college football playoff. Number 7 in the resume ranking. So I have them in between the resume ranking and what the powers that be think. They have at Georgia Tech, Wake Forest, and Syracuse at home. I think they can win out. And then I think the number 6 team in the nation, eye test everything included, is Tennessee. I have them one spot ahead of the AP in the college football playoff, and actually 11 spots ahead of what the resume ranking has them at right now. From what they've done to this point, the resume ranking says they are number 18. They have Mississippi State at home, they have at Georgia, and then UTEP at home. And then they have at Vanderbilt, who everyone knows it could be a giant killer. They could beat Tennessee. So we'll see, I think. But Tennessee right now at this moment is number 6 in my power ranking. Now, number 7 is Boise State. I think Boise State is the 7th best team in the nation. And the AP and the college football playoff both had them at number 12. The resume ranking actually has, to this point, Boise State is the number 2 team in the resume ranking. And that means that they have beaten great teams, and their only loss is on the road to Oregon. Go watch the resume ranking. It's a 2.5-minute video. Check it out. But Boise State is for real. They have Nevada at home, at San Jose State, at Wyoming, and then Oregon State at home to end the season. I think Boise State could definitely go undefeated the rest of the way and build their resume and beat and clinch a 12-team playoff, which would quite possibly, if they don't win their championship game, so to say, that champion of the Mountain West could steal a spot from another Power 4 conference team. All right, I digress. I think number 8 for me is BYU in the Big 12. BYU is number 8, the best team from the Big 12. They are 8-0. They have them quality wins versus Kansas State and what have you. They're number 9 in the AP. They're number 9 in the college football playoff, number 8 in my power ranking, and number 8 in my resume ranking. They have at Utah this upcoming week. That's a huge game going forward in their ranking. But Kansas is next, and then at Arizona State is no slouch, and then Houston at home. And, Houston beat Kansas State, but so did you. So that, by a lot more, so you should be fine there. Number 9 is Penn State. They didn't fall that far in my power ranking. They didn't fall far at all in the AP and the CFP rankings. But in the resume ranking, they fell a ton. They're only number 19 in the resume ranking. Who have you beaten? Who did you lose to? But how much is what all goes into that? No eye test, no bias. They're only number 19. But they have Washington at home. They have at Purdue. They have at Minnesota, who maybe could be a good team going forward. And then Maryland at home to end the season. I think they're going to make the playoff. They're number 9. Now, number 10, across the board here, in my power ranking, Notre Dame in the AP and in the college football playoff, Notre Dame is number 10. But they are actually number 6 in the resume ranking. Yes, that loss to Northern Illinois doesn't matter as much now. If they win out, their resume looks really good. Florida State's not going to do much to add to that, though, this week. And then Virginia at home. Army, though, they have them at home. They're going to win that. It comes down to at USC for Notre Dame. number 11 in the power ranking. Yes, this is a 12-team power ranking because 12 teams go to the playoff. SMU. They are 8-1 now. The AP has them at number 13, and the college football playoff has them at number 13. The resume ranking has them at number 3. They have Boston College at home, at Virginia, and then Cal at home to end their season. I think they have a great chance at making this playoff. And then the number 12 team is another bid stealer, I think, maybe. Washington State. They are number 20 in the AP. I forgot to write down what they were in the college football playoff, but they were number 12 in the resume ranking. Right on the cusp. They have the resume. And they have Utah State, at New Mexico, at Oregon State, and then Wyoming to finish the season. So, and I think they're good enough to win all of those games. So they are number 12. The first team out might surprise some people. It's Indiana, who has 9-0. They are number 8 in the playoff and the AP. Number 13 in the resume ranking, right where I have them ranked in the power ranking. The reason why is because they haven't beaten anybody that has 3 losses or less. They've handled their business, of course. They have Michigan this upcoming week at home. They have at Ohio State, and then they have Purdue at home to end the season. So they have some resume builders here going forward where they could sneak in to not only the Big Ten championship game, but the playoff picture, even if they lose the Big Ten. If they beat Michigan and Ohio State and Purdue and are undefeated, wow. The notable teams that are left out of my top 12 power ranking are Iowa State, who are 7-1, lost on the road, tough game versus Texas Tech. They're number 17 in the college football playoff. And then, but number 10 in the resume ranking. Pittsburgh is 7-1 now. They are number 11 in the resume ranking, but number 18 in the college football playoff. So there you go. Some differences. What do you guys make of all that? Let me know in the comments below. Is Michigan going to win versus Indiana? Indiana has a huge chance here going forward. All these teams do. I told you what I think they were going to do here in this video. So, like I said, I'm retiring my bets. I never actually bet money on any of them, but I'm looking silly now, and I may do a video actually, but maybe. Fly just went across the camera lens, sorry. Anyway, so there you go, my top 12 teams. Actually, eye test, resume, everything included. Number 1's Oregon, that was consensus. Number 2 is Ohio State. Number 3, Georgia. Number 4, Texas. Number 5, Miami. Number 6, Tennessee. Number 7 is Boise State. BYU is number 8. Penn State, number 9. Notre Dame is number 10. SMU is number 11. And then Washington State rounds it out, which could leave out an Indiana or a Iowa State or a Pittsburgh going forward. Man, it's going to be an exciting end of this season. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day. Like videos, shares, all that stuff. I just finished up. Card night was here. There were 10 of us. I won 3 games, so that was good. But most importantly, everyone got along. Even with the election results and all that stuff, none of that mattered. And I hope none of that matters to you too. Just live your life and go forward. Let's go. Gotta make the most of it.